Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on Optimus Games, and today I want to talk about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's disaster launch. So this game definitely didn't have the best launch. It could have definitely been a lot better. There was a lot of issues day one, and even still on day two, there's a lot of issues that I kind of want to talk about. It's still early in the morning, so changes could be coming throughout today and everything that make the game better, that address some of these concerns that I kind of have in this video. But overall, the launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was definitely not the best. There was a lot of issues with the game straight up that a lot of people had, even through day one. Like, there wasn't really a day one patch that addressed a lot of these problems, and they definitely could have. I feel like it would have been better if they did. Just from my personal perspective, keep in mind, I do enjoy this Call of Duty. I had fun with it, and I'm still having fun with it. I think that it's a pretty decent game, but I mean, these problems are inexcusable, especially when you think about the fact that it's coming from a multi-billion-dollar studio. Like, Activision Blizzard is the ones backing this game. They've got hundreds, if not thousands, of people at all these different studios working on the game, and they still had just tons of problems with the launch. There were server issues, there was crashing problems, bugs, glitches, lack of content, all kinds of different things going on that I kind of want to talk about in today's video. So the launch of Modern Warfare 2 was definitely marred by some pretty significant problems. One of those being there were a lot of server issues and everything. We dealt with some server issues playing, me and my friends. When we first hopped on the game, we had a lot of server problems connecting and everything. So for instance, like when we first were loading up the game and playing it and everything, when the game launched around midnight, it actually ended up launching a little bit earlier, which was pretty cool, but we ended up getting like 999 latency in our first couple matches that we were playing. We were glitching around the maps a little bit and everything like that, just dealing with pretty generic problems. I feel like that's kind of stuff that happens with every COD. You know, you can't get into a match immediately because so many people are on the servers, and that's just one thing I don't get about the Call of Duty franchise, man, is even though every year they have all these people load onto the servers at once, they got all these people playing the game day one and everything, they never seem to anticipate that people are actually gonna be on the servers. Like, it feels like every time they launch a new Call of Duty game, they're just like, oh yeah, you know, we'll have probably 4,000 people playing. Like, they don't have the actual, it seems like, the idea of how many people are going to play, which is crazy because they have all this data. They have like a dozen plus launches that they've done. Like, it feels like they should know a little bit better, like, what they're actually going to have. Like, they should know a little bit better, like, how many people are going to be on the servers, how many people are going to be trying to play. For some reason, they just never have this information down pat, and every year the game struggles at launch. Like, the servers are messed up or something, man. Like, I don't get it, dude. And it seems like it gets worse every year. Like, I will say this year actually was better than, like, Modern Warfare 2019. I remember MW 2019, like, the servers didn't work for, like, the first 4 hours that the game was out, and we couldn't even play. Like, I had a midnight release party at my house with all my friends. We were playing the game, and for, like, the first 4 hours, we all just kind of sat around and just shot the shit and just chilled out a little bit because, well, I mean, there was nothing else to do. We couldn't get on the game, we couldn't play it or anything, so it feels like that's a more traditional Call of Duty problem, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man, you know what I mean? So there was definitely a huge problem with the servers and crashing. Jesus Christ. Do I even want to get into this because I might blow a fucking gasket, but the crashing issue in this game is so bad, man. Like, oh, it's so bad. Like, it's probably the worst game ever in terms of crashing that I've played. In the first day and a half of playing this new COD, I've probably crashed, I don't know, maybe 40 times, for real. Like, very seriously. I crash every time I try to join up into a party with my friends. I can kind of host parties if we get into a match quick enough, but even then, like, if I'm trying to stack up a 6-man of my friends and play the game, dude, there is a pretty good chance, man, that, like, at least 2 people are gonna end up having their game crash before we actually even get into the game, man. It's so goddamn frustrating because this game is fun to play. Like, I want to play it with my friends, I want to have a good time and everything, but dude, the game is just crashing so much, and it's still a problem. Like, I thought that they would have a day one patch where they kind of addressed this and fixed it, but hey, that was apparently too hard for Infinity Ward. They did not care to patch or fix this day one. I have heard, I haven't played today yet, but I have heard during me recording a bunch of content for the channel and everything that they have released a patch/fix that is supposed to address this and actually make the game way more playable, so people like me who are having those problems with crashing and everything can basically actually get on the game and play. But I mean, I can play solo, no problem. Like, if I'm running by myself, there's no issue. So it's really only when I'm joining up or playing in a party that this problem even really comes up. So, like, if I'm running Ground War or something by myself, I don't really deal with the crashing problem nearly as much. which kind of sucks because like everyone plays Call of Duty with their friends. I feel like I feel like very few people ever get on COD and just like never play in a party, just never play with people. It's a very basic feature of Call of Duty, you know what I mean? So I feel like that it should be a little bit better, you know? Like you should be able to expect that on day one, you can, on a $70 video game, get on the game, not only have no server problems, but be able to invite your friends and play. Like, I don't know. I feel like a multi-billion-dollar company out of everything should be one of the companies that has the technology to pull that off. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I just don't have the game dev the experience or whatever it may be. I don't know. But Infinity Ward, they got to do something about this problem to address it for the next few launches because, dude, this is just, it's ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, like, with Warzone 2, I really hope that this isn't going to be a problem that really comes up because I want to play the game when it comes out. Like, if you announce the game comes out on October 28th, I should be able to play the game on October 28th. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the way that kind of goes. That's the way that everything with that kind of works out. So I don't get it, man. But on top of that, there was a pretty major lack of like legacy features and content. I kind of talked about this in my video today too. It was one of the things I hope that they kind of fix and one of the things that changes. But like challenges, where are they at? You know, these are basic things in Call of Duty. Like, where is the detailed player stats? Where are the leaderboards? Where are all the challenges, daily and weekly and normal challenges? Where are they all at? I don't really know. They're just not here, man. They're just not anywhere to be seen. So, I mean, like, I get its launch, I get it's the preseason of Call of Duty, but dude, $70 video game and you can't bring the normal features of that franchise into the game? Like, come on, guys, what are you guys doing over at Infinity Ward? Like, this game, it has so much potential. Like, it has a decent basis and everything, but it's shit like this that just pisses off the community. It upsets people. It gets people working against the developers, and then they wonder almost like why this happens. They sit around and like scratch their heads to the concept of like, oh, people are mad at us. You know what I mean? Yeah, people are mad at you because they paid $70 or maybe even more than $70 for a video game they can barely play when it comes out, right? Like, yeah, people are going to be kind of pissed off about that. And I get there's things that are out of control, you know, like sometimes these kinds of things happen, especially when you got all these people playing the game and everything. But it's like, man, you guys, once again, have a multi-billion-dollar publisher behind you guys. You have all these employees. You have all these studios working on the game. It's not just Infinity Ward. And we still have these kinds of problems in Call of Duty. This is a game that's going to last 2 years too. So they've had plenty of time to develop it. They have plenty of time to fix these things. They just got to get to it, man, you know? So overall, like, I like the new Call of Duty. I enjoy Modern Warfare 2. I think it's a very good basis and everything. But I think there's so much better that they could also be doing. I think in a way they're kind of just squandering some of this game's potential with these day one issues that in reality they should have been prepared for, you know? They should have known that all these people were going to be getting on the servers at the same time, like right when the game came out. They should have known that people were going to want to play challenges and they were going to want to do these different things and actually earn XP in the game. They should have known that, you know, there was going to be a crashing issue. By the way, that crashing issue that's so prevalent also happened in the beta. So like they had the feedback, they had the knowledge to fix it, but they just didn't. Like this was a problem in the beta. I don't know, man. That's just my thoughts, I guess, on the launch of Modern Warfare 2. Good game marred by disaster. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. And until my next video here on Optimus Games, this is Optimus, well, talking about the launch of MW2 and signing out.